What is up, guys? Rick Kakis here, and today we're going to be showcasing the newly added Vosik challenge mode for the Wrath of the Machine raid. Now, on the docket for today's video, first up, we're going to show you the exact method you need to do to overcome the Vosik challenge mode and get that sweet exclusive loot. And we're also going to talk about why this video is a little bit late, what pitfalls to avoid, and some glitches that you definitely need to be aware of. I had other plans today to make other stuff, but Vosik challenge mode really put my group through the ringer. In any event, here's exactly how to beat Vosik challenge mode. Now, this challenge mode is available on both normal and hard mode for the Wrath of the Machine raid. I would definitely recommend doing it on hard mode. You're going to get some exclusive rewards. 400 light level gear is most likely going to drop. Some people have even reported getting the machine gun from this part. You're going to get an emblem, which is also available in the normal mode, but you're also in hard mode going to get a perfected ornament that you can attach to your hard mode raid gear. Furthermore, an Exotic Engram seems to be a guaranteed drop, and well, you're just going to get better rewards overall in hard mode, but again, if you're just after that emblem, might as well stick to normal mode. In any event, how to complete challenge mode at a base level is that you have to utilize the Siva bombs in order to close the protection doors. Now, if you're familiar with the Vosik mechanics, and I'm going to assume you guys are, if you haven't, of course, watch my original raid guide videos. But to survive the Siva density increasing mechanic after you've damaged Vosik, you have to go to those doors and you can shoot the devices near them. They're going to close and save your team from that wipe mechanic. But there's going to be 2 Siva bombs that drop near the end of the damage phase when you're killing Vosik. Those bombs can actually be taken, held onto, and they can be used to close the doors. So if you go into the protection rooms, you can, if you have one of the Siva bombs, throw it at the device that closes the door, and it's going to instantaneously, activate and cause that door to close. That is really what you have to do. Each of the 4 protection rooms has to be closed by the Siva bombs in order to overcome the challenge. However, there's a little bit more going on. If your entire team piles into one room and that one room is activated with the Siva bomb, it seems not to work. On our first run through on hard mode, we activated one of the rooms with the Siva bomb. We activated 2 the next time, 1 the last time, and then we killed him, and we didn't achieve the challenge mode. So it seems like the best way to do this, the way I personally completed it, the way most other people are claiming to have completed this, is that you're going to have to kill Vosik in the traditional 3 phases. So the first damage phase for Vosik, 2 team members are going to have to grab the 2 Siva bombs and go to 2 separate rooms. So they're going to have to grab the bombs near the end of the damage phase, and once those 2 team members do that, they do not need to damage Vosik at all. Their sole responsibility should be staring at the doors and figuring out exactly where to go. So let's say the back left-hand corner and the front right-hand corner light up. Fantastic. Those people with the bombs split up and one goes to each of those rooms. The rest of your team, it actually doesn't matter where to go. They can all follow one person or they can split up in any amount. We had them all follow one person one time, so it really doesn't matter. You don't have to split up in a perfect 3 and 3. In any event, after that first damage phase and your 2 teammates have activated 2 of the rooms with the Siva swarms, remember to only activate them with the Siva swarms. No one can shoot the devices, no one can melee. The only way you can close those doors is by throwing the bomb at the device to close the door. In any event, once that damage phase is complete, you come back out, play as normal, get to the next damage phase, and you're going to need to do it again. Now, some teams can kill Vosik in only 2 runs, in only 2 damage phases. You actually can't do this. Make sure to leave Vosik alive because you will need one more damage phase. You do need to activate all 4 doors, remember. So the second damage phase, 2 people are going to grab the bombs again. It doesn't matter which 2 people, but it probably should be the same people who've grabbed it the first time. And that's why you're going to know exactly where these second 2 doors spawned. So as I said before, if the first 2 doors that spawn, if the first 2 rooms that are available are the back left and the front right, the same room cannot be activated again. So that means that the next time it's going to be the front left and the back right. So it's just going to be the opposite 2 rooms that glow the second time as glowed the first time. So it's very easy to know exactly where to go. You just go to the room that you weren't at in the first place and you activate the other 2 rooms, again by throwing those Siva bombs and closing the doors. At this point, after 2 damage phases, when all 4 rooms have been closed with the Siva bombs, you will have technically completed challenge mode. There are no other mechanics you need to be aware of. Now, some people are under the impression that you actually need to kill Vosik with the Siva bombs. This is untrue. My group did not do this and we still completed the challenge mode. So in the next phase, do whatever you need to do to kill Vosik. Once he dies, you will hopefully get these rewards. Now, that is how to complete the Vosik challenge mode. However, there's some other stuff that I definitely want to talk about. So again, this video came out much later than I would have liked. Heck, I was actually planning on doing the Titanfall 2 complete review, but I randomly, looked on Twitter and, oh, the Vosik challenge mode has been released with no announcement whatsoever. That was a little bit disappointing. It was difficult even for me. I have 350,000 subscribers. I'm a Destiny YouTuber. I had to spend a decent amount of time organizing a team because, a lot of people weren't on. A lot of people weren't expecting this. That's a little bit frustrating, and I wish Bungie would have actually given us some notification. They did with everything else, and a lot of people are under the impression that they accidentally released Vosik challenge mode. It wasn't supposed to come out, and they just went with it. If that happened, such is life. However, it definitely would have been better if they would have given us some notice. Furthermore, because this may have been accidentally released, there seems to be some glitches involved around this. My group, upon not doing it on the hard mode, went back and did it on the normal mode, and we did exactly what I showcased to you in that gameplay. We activated 2 of the doors in 2 damage phases and killed him on the 3rd damage phase. We did everything right, and you're seeing from the background gameplay, there's no mistakes being made. We did everything right. We did exactly what we did on hard mode but in normal mode, and we didn't complete the challenge mode. So something is going on there. Is there an unknown factor that no one knows about? I don't think so. We tried to account for everything. I thought there was an unknown factor. We had people die, we checked for that. There was still people who died when we completed. I don't know. And so that leads me to believe that it might just be bugged a little bit. So please be aware of this. If you're planning on doing challenge mode and you don't get it, it might be no one's fault. So don't, be yelling at your teammate that you thought did something wrong. It might be absolutely no one's fault. This encounter does seem to have a little bit of a glitch where if you do it perfectly, it still doesn't count. So that is something, again, you guys need to be aware of, and it's something very unfortunate. I wish Bungie would have taken the time to make sure everything worked perfectly. Again, this may be contributed to the fact that this challenge mode was never supposed to be out today in the first place. In any event, guys, thank you so much for watching, even though, again, this video is a little late. I really appreciate it. If you guys found this guide helpful, please remember to help me out as well by simply rating and especially sharing this video. Now, if you want to get in touch with me and keep up to date with the latest channel activity, the best way is to follow me on Twitter at RickCactus. That's linked in the description down below, as is my Twitch channel, which you can also follow. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, have a good day and good luck with Vosik Challenge Mode.